Hi everyone, this is Diane, and this is going to be a Stashistry episode, and it is involving using my stash of slides, and I have slide mounts too. I don't know what we're going to get to today except for the first project. So I am working on a retro summer journal, actually two retro summer journals, and I thought slides would be perfect to use them in some manner in these journals, because when I was young, in the 60s, my dad took photos whenever we went on vacation, and he often turned his photos into slides, and then we would see a slideshow on our screen at home. So I think slides are perfect for a retro summer journal. And I had this idea to put them on a tag. So I printed some retro designs on just regular copy paper. Well, it's my nice copy paper that I print my digitals on. And these designs came from, I'll tell you when I think of it, Kitsch Studio, because they're kitschy designs. And so this is the Kitsch Studios Summer Kitsch kit. This one is. And I have another kit that is, this might be from the other one, is 1960s retro paper. So I already cut out some tag shapes and glued the flamingos to it. And I'm going to go ahead and work on some tags for this. I cut some pieces. Oh, here they are. This is not the paper I was going to use. Was it this one? No. What did I do with it? I cleared a few things off my desk to give myself space, and I put away the wrong one. Where's this one? I think this was the one. All right, so I have these two pieces cut 3.5 by 7.25. I'm just going to trim the white border off of this. So these digital papers are formatted for 12 by 12. And I wanted the print to remain the same scale, so I just made it print on this size paper, so we lost a lot of space, but it kept the digital small, the print small. If I print it on the full page, it becomes big. But for the tag background, I wanted it small. So I'm just going to glue this down. I'm sorry if my mind doesn't seem focused today, and it's because I've had 2 bad nights in a row. The first night I couldn't get to sleep, so I was up until 2 o'clock. And last night I did go to sleep pretty well, and then I woke up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that, and couldn't get back to sleep. So I'm feeling foggy. Oh, the decorating of slides. So of course I will decorate slides for some of the projects, but for this one, I just want it to be a retro slide, and it is retro all by itself. But I will decorate the tag and add the slide to it. All right, now I have 4 slides, or 4 tags, so I'm going to make one for each journal. So I have cut out from my pattern pages some men and women in their swimwear. So each journal will get a man and a woman tag. And I will just, let's see, I wanted him to go on that one and her to go on that one, and these two on the flamingos. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. I like him on that. Okay, let's do the flamingo one first. So these don't have any specific picture that I'm going for. The picture doesn't matter. I just want the look of the slide. I wish I had the ones that had the Kodak brand on them, but I don't. I thought he would look kind of cool. I mean, he is pretty cool, right? But I thought he'd look good leaning on one of the slides. I trying to match them up so that they're the same. I thought I had more of the blue ones. Something like that. I think it's okay if the slide sticks off a little bit. I think that makes it look more fun. And I don't know if I want her overlapping the slide, but I want there to be some kind of a connection. So I need something to kind of be behind her that connects them. Maybe just a little scrap of the other paper. I think that works. I don't want it to get too complicated. I want it to look clean and simple. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, now I just have to glue things down. I did find a couple of slides that were, well, one is a lady, looks like she's in Hawaii. And there's some with people in canoes or boats on a lake. So I set them aside. They can maybe just get tucked into a pocket. Well, that's not them. They're down here, so I don't want them to get mixed up with what I'm doing. Because if I tuck them in a pocket, then you'll be able to pull them out of the pocket and see the picture. Okay, there are 2 tags. I'm going to punch some holes. Making a mess with the glue. I'll probably cut some reinforcements with my Cricut die or my Big Shot dies for these. And let's move on to the other tags. I had 2 colors of cardstock. I guess I better change this paper because I keep laying my tags down in glue. Okay, they're cute. I like them. They look retro. I used 2 different colors of cardstock, so I kind of switched them. I put the peach background on the mint and vice versa. Now he's a smaller figure, so he probably could use something else behind him. Let's try this one. I think it looks better like that. Okay, folks, I have 4 tags with slides on them. Very retro looking. I think they're fun. Now, before I close this video, I'm going to try something else with my slides. I have some slide mounts that are empty, and I have some larger pieces, like this has a bigger area. So I want to try doing some background stamps on these. I just chose a few. Let's see, This will cover the whole thing. Looking for my black ink. I haven't even, oh, here it is. Okay. I haven't even done any inking for this journal yet, and I already lost my black ink. I don't want to get ink on my pad, so I'm going to put some paper down on top of it. Not the gluey side. Ooh, that's pretty. I could use it like that and put 4 little pictures in it. I could fold it and encase something in it, or cut it in half and use it as 2 pieces, but I'm going to leave it like this until I know what I want to do with it. Let's do another one while we're at it. It would also be pretty to emboss it. With embossing powder. Very nice. Let's try that. Got some, these are different. It's interesting. I know that Lehman from Lace Covered Skies gave me some pieces, so these might all be from her, but I got them several years ago. So I'm going to get out some embossing powder and try that. Because it's wet and the embossing powder will stick to it. Oh, it's not even open. Now the embossing powder is going to sit there and dry out. Here. And try not to touch the design because your fingers will rub that powder right off. I'm going to use my embossing gun and I will cut that part out of the video. That looks really pretty, elegant. What am I going to do with these? Well, I don't know. I don't know what project they're going to be used in, but I did want to try seeing if I could find some yearbook photos that would fit in those little frames. I would love to just make tags with these. These are really old, and I just love them. Oh, those are the perfect size. And those two fit perfectly in there. And we lose her with the writing on her face. So, yeah, I'm gonna glue this one on. And then I could embellish a little bit. I don't know if I want to cut it or let's find a couple more pictures. Yeah, I think it would look cute just to leave it like that. Gives a little more space for embellishing too. How fun. And this could be a fun pocket or tuck spot. I would probably glue something down the middle there so it wouldn't want to bend. But I'm not going to yet, just in case I want to cut it apart when I actually go to use it. All right, what could we embellish the middle with? I got out a tin with small pieces and a little tin with little tiny flowers. A little button. These are stamped pieces. Why are all these flowers purple? Oh, these are stamped ones from the strawberry stamp set that I have. I don't know, I was looking for something a little more elegant. This is a stamp that looks like my German measuring tape, that brown paper. I want to try it. Now we have it out, I'm going to stamp on a slide. This is slightly slick, so it wants to slide a little bit. It hasn't blurred too much, but you can see it slid a little bit there. It's slightly slick, so it slides. See, this box of stamps has a lot of tiny stamps in it. These are all stamps from Cheese Rabbit Studio. There's an arrow. I don't remember if I got these from YouTube or from Etsy or Amazon. It's nice to have these ones that have a lot of space on them. This says, I think it says National Horticultural Society. I'm going to try to get it right side up. The printing is so small. Okay, I think that's relatively right side up. Yes. Massachusetts Horticultural Society. Let's see. one of the stamp sets I just got from Alette from the Netherlands. And this one too, because they have some tiny designs. I think I'll use one of these. Oh, here's one I haven't used. It's still attached. I like to keep everything in here. Helps me remember or make sure I have everything. All right, I don't need the red for this one. I think I'll do this one in blue. That's a fun little design. There, I think that's enough. That's something else we can do with our slides. And then once that dries, I can maybe put an eyelet in it and hang something off it. So if I do that, I'll attach it to this video. So I'll work on finishing these up so I can show you at the end. I love this. And I'll show you everything at the end, including those tags that we started with. So this is not goodbye. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm coming back on to do a little bit of work on this one that we did use the embossing powder on. I'm going to glue this panel of lace behind it and then add a couple of those pictures from the really old album that are in the ovals. So I'm just going to put glue around the perimeter of this slide frame. Oh, I want to cut this. I'm going to cut this in 2 pieces. And I'm going to, I used my punch and some gold paper, and I'm going to just put the little oval photograph on the gold paper in the center like that. And these could be used together in a journal, like on opposite pages, to represent that they are a couple. I could do some fun things with some of these pieces that would make good journal embellishment or cover embellishments. Now, if I wanted to use these for a little tuck spot, things that you tuck in could get caught in the lace. So I'm going to see how it looks with vellum behind it. Oh, that looks fine. All right, so I'm going to cover it with vellum, or back it with vellum. It could probably even look pretty with a plain piece of colored cardstock behind, and then the color would show through the lace. This is a little bit pearlized. I want them to be the same. I don't know if that pearlized look would show up very much through the lace, but just in case, we'll switch to something else. Okay, well, I probably still have more work to do on them, but I'm going to call this the end of the video because I'm not sure about embellishing this. And okay, I'm coming back on to do a little bit of work on this one that we did use the embossing powder on. I'm going to glue this panel of lace behind it and then add a couple of those pictures from the really old album that are in the ovals. So I'm just going to put glue around the perimeter of this slide frame. Oh, I want to cut this. I'm going to cut this in 2 pieces. And I'm going to, I used my punch and some gold paper, and I'm going to just put the little oval photograph on the gold paper in the center like that. And these could be used together in a journal, like on opposite pages, to represent that they are a couple. I could do some fun things with some of these pieces that would make good journal embellishment or cover embellishments. Now, if I wanted to use these for a little tuck spot, things that you tuck in could get caught in the lace. So I'm going to see how it looks with vellum behind it. Oh, that looks fine. All right, so I'm going to cover it with vellum, or back it with vellum. It could probably even look pretty with a plain piece of colored cardstock behind. And then the color would show through the lace. This is a little bit pearlized. I want them to be the same. I don't know if that pearlized look would show up very much through the lace, but just in case, we'll switch to something else. Okay, well, I probably still have more work to do on them, but I'm going to call this the end of the video because I'm not sure about embellishing this. Hello, I'm back, and maybe I can tack this on to that video that I've been doing with the slides. I did some more stamping. Yes, you saw this one. And then I did this with the slide mount. And there's a variety of stamp sets here. And four different colors of ink. And then I did this one in case I want to use it in the retro summer journals. I'm going to make another one of those right now. So here's my slide mount. And I used this for the background, and I used saltwater taffy. Perfect for a retro summer journal. So it's just a pretty pink. This stamp is from American Crafts, and I don't remember where I bought it. One little corner. Then I have this one from Stampin' Up, and I don't know what set it came in, and I don't know if it came with this. They're both 2004. So I'm going to use this one next, and I have Stampin' Up ink Mint Macaron. And lastly, I'm going to use black for this one. So here's a recap. We started out doing these. And then we did background stamping on a quadruple slide mount. Well, it's actually a double because it would fold over like that. And then I added the yearbook pictures. I used the same type of slide mount to create these two pieces with gold embossing, lace and vellum, and yearbook photos. Oh, I have this piece that I cut out. I had stamped it and I cut it out and backed it with some of that gold paper. So I don't know if I'll use that. Maybe on this one, I don't know. And then we did this one. Off camera, I stamped this one. Oops. And this one. And then I just did this one with you. So I think that will conclude my session. Let me see if I can draw the next one. See if I can fit everything onto one video. See what our next one is going to be. These are all the different things that I have in my stash that I want to have a session with. Let's see. There's all kinds of fun things in here. Whoops. All right, it's going to be doll patterns. Interesting. Well, thank you for coming with me today, and I'll be back with another video, and I'll see you soon. Have a creative day. Bye.